Today we have a new series on the channel. To start, I will be taking on one of the craziest, scariest, and coolest adventures I have ever been on in my life through the heart of Florida. From night diving in alligator-infested waters, to almost getting stuck in Florida quicksand, to finding the biggest shark teeth we have ever found. During this series, I will be educating you on everything I have learned not only about Florida, but about the ancient forgotten world and the history of our existence through fossils and exploration. I have a feeling you guys are really going to enjoy this content. I guarantee you will come out of this video being inspired and with a lot of new knowledge. So if you can please give watching this entire video a shot, I truly think you will feel it was worth it. Let's begin. For those of you who don't know, Florida is my home and has been my home for my entire life. I absolutely love making videos like this, so if you want to support the dream and drop a fat like on this video, it really helps us out and keeps us doing what we do. I'm super excited about this video because I'm going to share with you some mind-blowing facts about Florida, along with taking you guys on a few of my past adventures. I've always been fascinated by Florida's wildlife and especially its unique ecosystem. Florida has over 4,700 species of native plants and hosts an amazing array of species, including nearly 700 vertebrates and more than 30,000 invertebrates. In case you've forgotten, vertebrates meaning with bone structure, invertebrates meaning without. The list of dangerous animals seems to be a mile long. Out of the 44 species of snakes, 7 are venomous. The eastern coral snake, the southern copperhead, the cottonmouth, the eastern diamondback rattlesnake, which I have encountered on video. Dude, that looks like a diamondback. I'm pretty sure, yeah, that's a diamondback. I've never seen one here before. That is a diamondback rattlesnake. The timber rattlesnake and the pygmy rattlesnake, which I have seen on several occasions. Most Florida snakes are harmless and fun to play with. As you will see in this video, Merrick and I caught a couple snakes. We also have 5 species of venomous spiders out of the 47 species of spiders that live in Florida, including the brown recluse and the black widow, which I have seen both of far too many times. We also have alligators and crocodiles everywhere. We'll go into all the land animals in another video. For today, we're going to talk about the ocean, mainly sharks. A lot of people don't know this, but Florida used to be completely underwater. We witnessed this firsthand in today's video. Picture Florida as a giant sandbar, or a giant reef if you will. Scientists believe that over the span of millions of years, cooler temperatures here on Earth caused polar ice caps to trap massive quantities of water from the world's oceans, causing the sea levels to drop and for the first time ever, brought Florida out of the depths of the ocean. During the period where the Megalodon went extinct, many of their carcasses, and in our case teeth, ended up scattered all across Florida. That's where the fun part comes in. We get to dig them up. For those of you who aren't familiar with the Megalodon, it is the biggest shark ever to exist in the history of planet Earth, as far as we know. And as you can see, these things got big. Usually when animals die, their bones and teeth decay into nothing. Only when conditions are perfect do bones become fossils for us to find millions of years later. This is why I love this topic so much. It's because each tooth you find tells such a crazy story. The fights those sharks have been in, the time period they were alive, what the earth looked like back then versus now. These teeth help us understand not only who we are, but the time we came from and how we've evolved since then. In order for fossils to form, typically, the remains need to end up in a river or in the ocean to be covered up by layers and layers and layers of sand and dirt in order to preserve them. After so many layers have been formed, the layers tighten from the pressure and weight, causing the bones to go through a phase called permineralization. Basically, mineral deposits form and it turns the bone into rock. You can have imprints of fossils or what they call full body fossils where the bones are entirely intact and preserved. Another way for things to be preserved is through the sap of a tree. Yeah, just like Jurassic Park, that actually happens, but we don't make dinosaurs out of them. Tar pits and even ice can preserve bones and create amazing fossils. But back to Florida. When the sharks pass and the layers form over them, and Florida eventually becomes a landmass, the teeth are still there, and after years and years and years of rain and erosion, the teeth and bones eventually make their way out of the ground where they've been sitting for arguably millions of years. This is where we come in. In today's video, we will be scuba diving for bones and teeth and treading through thick mud to find ourselves our first Megalodon teeth and hopefully the biggest shark's teeth we've ever found to date. Now, we kind of got pointed in the right direction, but the spot that we found completely on our own and we came up with our own techniques on our own. A lot of you probably don't know this, but I did go out and spend a week with Mark Erickson, a paleontologist who has dug up some of the most incredible dinosaur bones I've ever seen, and he taught me a lot about finding bones, what to look for, and paleontology as a whole. So this is a topic I love going over. I hope you guys are interested in this as well, because I would love to continue making videos like this and teaching you guys about everything that I've learned about over my entire life. Me and all my friends, I like to think, are extremely well educated on Florida's ecosystems, environment, and all the species that there are, even on the entire planet. Rest in peace, Steve Irwin. Let's get that in the comment section. That guy was my absolute hero growing up, and I have him to thank for so much of what I've learned and what I've done in my entire life. So again, if you guys enjoy videos like these, drop a huge thumbs up, and we're going to dive in to our first trip with Jake the Almighty, Brandon, and Chris the paleontologist. Somewhere in Florida. Enjoy. What is going on, everyone? We are here in a beautiful undisclosed location deep in the middle of the South. I can't say much other than that because I was invited here. I'm here with a bunch of legends. We're gonna try to find fossils. We're gonna try to find shark's teeth. Let's get it.
Have some fossils here that I've found.
Whoa.
A mammoth tooth.
Wow. That's insane.
This is a mammoth spit tooth. So this is one of the smaller ones in the front, and another tooth would have been butted up right here, and as the animal grew, it would pop that tooth out. So this actually is not broken right here. That's a complete tooth. Another elephant-like creature. This is a mastodon.
Wow.
So that's like
Full
that.
teeth. Wow.
Yeah, that's like that, but instead of specializing in eating grass and things like that, they specialized in more like roots. So they'd actually have, some of them were called, the earlier forms were called shovel tuskers, because they had these tusks that were like shovels, and they'd actually dig up roots.
Wow.
Use these big teeth to crush this stuff up. Dire wolf tooth.
Oh, wow.
Yep. So that's the upper rear molar.
Wow.
Yeah, there would have been a big, giant meat shearing tooth right in front of that.
Oh my God.
That's what you're looking for, huh?
I'm looking for anything from this kind of stuff. There's so much stuff to do here, so much variety. I mean, you can go right down the road and be in totally different stuff. I pretty much just stuck around here. If everything's in my backyard, why travel too much, you know?
Yep.
That's one from Gainesville.
Wow.
It's a little Megalodon tooth.
You found that one?
Yeah, I did.
That is insane.
So, because you imagine a kid bit into something like that and made that.
What was that?
That is, look at that, dude. Can you imagine just getting 100 of those? I know, that's a small
that's half
one.
size of a max size.
That's like a big gray white tooth.
This is called a glyptodon. Glyptodons were like giant armadillos, like the size of a Volkswagen.
Oh yeah, I've heard about
And
those.
this particular one, these are 4 different osteoderms, or bony pieces of a plate, a shell rather, that were stuck together because they had bone cancer.
Oh wow.
So that's all from some cancerous growth there.
Oh.
How about this one here?
Is this stuff you really like?
That's a sloth claw.
A sloth claw?
That's a sloth
That is
claw
a
right there.
giant sloth.
Yep, Megalodon it's called.
Holy cow.
This is just one. We would have had 5 on there, and this is the sloth claw core, right? So the actual claw part
out here.
was coming way off of even that.
Oh,
So
wow.
they were big. They were like 12 foot or
They
something
were
like that, right?
massive,
Yeah.
and this isn't even the biggest species in Florida. There's one that's like 3 times this
So
size.
giant sloths used to roam Florida?
Used to roam North
That's so
America for
cool.
sure, yeah.
Absolutely.
See, I love making videos like this because, you know, the people get to learn about our homelands that we love so much.
Educational entertainment.
I love that, exactly. And I hope that you guys at home like that too. Plug yourself. What's your name, my friend?
Paleo Chris.
Paleo Chris, all right.
And you do trips?
I do trips through fossil voyages, but I also have a YouTube channel.
Nice.
I just go ahead and do this stuff and just post videos.
Fossil Chris, check it out. Yeah.
So like when you find something like this, does it look just like this, or have you cleaned it up?
I haven't done anything to it.
So you just found this sitting on the bottom?
Yep.
Do you scream underwater when you come across something like this?
Always.
Yes.
Always.
I told Jack I was a little nervous about the alligators, and the first thing Jack said was like, nah, man, you don't have nothing to worry about. So I feel like he's going to tackle them for me if we do run into them.
I will fight an alligator for you.
Thanks, man.
Oh, I actually don't know what kind it is.
Found that little piece, but look at this guy. Oh, snacky snake.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, this is so scary. What kind of snake is that?
I think it's a banded water snake.
You think? I
Yeah.
don't think it's ever good to think of a...
What's up,
He
man?
seems really chill, actually.
He's cold.
Oh.
It's really cold. That's what it is.
Oh my gosh. You guys are so brave.
Here, man.
It's like another world back here. This is crazy.
You gotta be in the There's alligators out here for sure.
We searched the spot for a couple hours, but the water was super dark, and we didn't have that good of luck with shark's teeth. The scenery, however, was beautiful. We wrapped up the spot pretty quick and ended up heading straight to another spot that Chris wanted to show us. Not before Merrick stepped on a giant thorn.
Wonder what this giant thing was in my foot, and now we found the devil's creek.
At spot number 2, we ended up hiking way upriver. Way further than we should have hiked for how quickly it was getting dark. But we had high hopes to find Megalodon teeth. So after about a mile and a half, we decided to jump in the river and float the rest of the way back while searching for shark's teeth. We had very little luck. And it started getting really dark really fast. And we forgot where we crossed the river, so this happened.
See my breath on camera. Look at this. Gosh, dude. Come on, dude, let's go. Dude, it wasn't this deep on the way over here.
And then when we got back to the car, we realized that the keys were on the kayak, so we had to stand there freezing cold, wet for about 20 minutes until the rest of the crew got back. But other than that, great time. I don't regret it at all. Which brings us to our more recent Megalodon hunt. This is mine and Merrick's second time actually going out of our way to try to find Megalodon teeth.
All right, here we are. Sight. Look at that, right off the bat. Look at that beautiful little tooth.
Here we go. I'm gonna start pocketing those, but pretty much gonna turn the camera on whenever I see something worth filming. For now, I'm just gonna fill my pockets with a bunch more teeth like these.
This is on a site where they just dug a retention pond, so they scooped a bunch of dirt up from deep, placed it in piles, and it had just freshly rained, meaning all the dirt's gonna wash away, and there's a way better chance of us finding some shark's teeth. We grabbed a couple super bright lights and went and hit the site hard. Here is the following footage.
Yeah, sitting right on top of the sand, dirt, whatever. Will you do the honors, mate? Yeah. What do we got? Oh, that's a sick, dude, look how sharp it is. Yeah. Crazy. We'll get you guys close-ups of every tooth we find at the end, too. Oh my gosh. Get out of there, Merrick. Merrick almost just lost his boot, bro. Look at how high the mud went up on your boot. Dude, you... Oh, shit. You sunk, man.
As you can see in this footage, we had boots on. That's because we went out earlier that day and I completely destroyed my shoes. So we ended up taking a trip to Walmart, 1, to get dry clothes because we were completely soaked, but 2, to get knee-high boots so that we could walk in the mud. I still ended up stepping in mud that was too deep and getting my socks and the inside of my boots soaked anyway, but we continued on.
Yep. Oh, that's a chunk. There's more out here, man.
So look, you got one tooth right there.
There's the stingray.
One tooth right there, and then here's the stingray.
What's this?
I don't know, bone. Like you see the serrations on the inside of that? Shark.
Oh, look at this guy.
Shark. Oh, there's a sandbar.
Look at this, dude.
Nice one. It's a pretty tooth right there.
Yes, it is. Wait, come here, mate.
Oh, dude.
Hold that.
Dude.
Oh, what? No way.
Oh, you dingleberry.
Bro, I just saw this washout and I started following it super close, like looking closely, and then this thing's just sitting on top of the sand. Oh, shit, dude. Oh. All right, so I just found that one, and then there's teeth everywhere here. There's one there,
One there.
one there. There's a big chunk of bone.
Pick all these up real quick. Put them all in Merrick's hand. All those are within like a couple feet. Dude, that one's nice.
What, the one I found? The beast?
Yeah.
Wow. So look up close to that. Wonder what layer has the teeth in them. It smells like the intercoastal.
Yeah, you said in there? The beach sand. Look at that.
So this is where the beach was.
That's straight beach sand.
Wow, that is sand. Oh, careful, mate. Get out of there, Merrick! No, Merrick! I'll get in. Oh, I can't, mate. I can't go into there. Oh.
This is a joke.
Oh, abort! Abort! Dude, I'm so. Oh, we're annihilated. Don't go in. Oh, shit!
I didn't mean to take you to a death trap.
Merrick is trying to kill me. I'm slipping.
Where that goes at?
Is that a bone?
In a rock. That's
Holy
straight dinosaur.
Dude.
Merrick found this bone lodged in a rock, but the rock was like 30 plus pounds, and we're well over a mile away from our car, so there's no way we could carry it back. So we were trying to break off pieces of the rock so that we could bring the fossilized bone back with us.
Almost forgot you, little buddy. Oh, that's a fucking good one. It was like that. I like tugged on it. I couldn't. I couldn't wait, dude. I couldn't wait. What's that? Stop, what's that? Pull it out, dude. Stop. Pull it out. Oh! No way. That's like back to back within 5 minutes.
Oh, it's a great white or a mag.
Wow.
Probably a mag because they say great whites are over here.
Oh, I'm a Chucky beat.
You walked by here holding it.
Up in here.
Oh, man. Look at that. That would have been crazy, too.
Alright, I'm just joking. That's what I saw.
Is it?
No. Probably wood or a fossil. Oh yeah, I walked through that. Just like I walked back up here and I was like, this has to be good somewhere. And then I was like, dude, there's a stream.
Oh, look at that. Oh. Damn, there it is, Merrick.
Yeah.
That's a fucking beautiful tooth. No way.
Oh, dude.
Where the f are we right now, dude? We both just scored within like feet of each other. We need to check this whole bank right here, probably. After roughly 8 hours of searching, we went back to the car to warm up, to get some food, and to relax. Merrick ended up spilling barbecue sauce on himself, which for some reason I thought was the funniest thing I'd ever seen in my life.
I'm dead. This is fucking a shit show. I was trying to get the itch out of my boot, and it's like foot mac and cheese, man.
We were contemplating even going back out at all, but I had a good feeling about it. So I told Merrick, you know, it might be cold, but let's stick through it, go out and find a couple more teeth. That's exactly what we did, and then this happened. All right, Merrick told me he needs me to come over here with the camera. So I'm gonna do that, but since we're in shark tooth territory, I gotta walk slow to make it more suspenseful. Huh?
See it?
No.
Yeah, it says over here.
Ooh, damn. Damn, that's like the half I found at the start. Whoa. Oh, it's like a half the front. You were like, oh, we should go back, dude. Oh. You see it now? You see it now? Hold on. Oh. Dude. Ooh. Dude. Dude. Oh. Oh, that's a fatty, dude. Hold on. Thing's 90. Oh, man.
Look how shiny it is,
That's
dude.
crazy.
Look at the back. What's the back look like? Oh.
Damn.
Dude,
I wish I had.
Taylor.
Woo. All right, let's keep going, dude.
We're in the spot.
There we are. All right. Within probably like 50 feet of each other. That's what we got. Oh yeah, dude. Pull it out, dude. Oh. That's a sick one, dude. This one, man. Ooh. All right, so I just was walking over here and stopped for a second to stretch my back, and I looked down. Dude, that's fucking nuts. Oh, wow. That's a big boy. Look at that half. Again, going where there are no footprints has proven to be the call. All right, it's 2 a.m. We're driving home. I think we definitely killed it, according to that entire cup holder full of shark's teeth.
That's not even all of them.
Yeah, that's not even close to all of them, which we will show you right now. First day out hunting on a ranch in Dug Up Pond. Mary's got some excellent teeth. Damn, that was a nice tooth you found, Mary.
Like, I bet this happened.
The serrations on this one look really good too. These are definitely the biggest shark's teeth Merrick and I have ever found by far. I mean, I'd say the biggest tooth that I'd ever found before this was like this size, just from looking at the beach. But we've always wanted to do something like this, just never really got around to it.
I found one maybe this size. Remember in that driveway?
Yeah, that was a big one. Definitely nothing like these guys. We just went out with a D Almighty and Brandon, Paleo Chris, spent the whole day searching and found like, you know, I found like 15, 20 teeth. Me and Merrick go out, look at a spot that we've never been to before. Pulled off on the right exit, saw some people searching for shark's teeth, thought we'd join them, ended up staying there until 3 in the morning. And it's crazy because we were about to leave. Merrick's like, dude, I am freezing right now. I was like, dude, we gotta go back out and look. And I ended up finding by far my biggest half and by far my biggest tooth.
Yeah, I found a big chunk that
Yeah, you found that giant half too when we went back out. I'm sure you guys saw it from the footage, but this is the biggest tooth I've ever found in my life by far. Sadly, we got a corner chipped off, but it's still an excellent tooth.
You know that probably happened, like, it was attacking something when that piece got broke off and it got broke out of his jaw.
Yep. Merrick got a whole bunch of bones over here.
Good. I'm pretty sure this got.
Some of those are definitely dinosaur.
This is all one piece.
I still have a bunch of dinosaur bones too.
Look at all that.
Thank you guys so much for watching. Like I said, this is going to be part 1 of the Megalodon fossil hunting series. I enjoy doing this so much. I really hope you guys enjoy this footage. We're going to keep trying to educate you guys on just basically the history of the planet and everything that we find interesting when it comes to wildlife, when it comes to fossils. These are topics that me and my friends really enjoy discussing, but we've never really made videos about it before. So again, please leave some feedback in the comment section. I love reading your guys' comments. I want to hear your fossil stories. And yeah, thank you guys so much. Can't wait to make more content for you guys. We'll see you in 2 days for a new prank. Oh yeah, a prank. A ridiculous one. Peace.
Look gonna send it.